It's 2025. Happy New Year, guys. I hope you've had a fantastic holiday period. I know. Yes, I know that it's already like halfway through the month of January, but it is what it is. I'm just showing up here because I needed to rest just like the rest of you. And yes, as the year is kicking off, Germany is shaking up a lot of things. So big changes are coming. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So whether you're a student, a worker, or just someone trying to survive the tax system, there's something here that affects you. So let's get into the video. First up, the beloved Deutschland Ticket. You remember? You remember that time when it was the 49 euro ticket? Well, all those days are gone. Those days are gone because now it's the 58 euro ticket. Yep, inflation strikes again. Apparently, local transport providers were struggling to keep up with costs with that price point, and so they had to bump up the price to 58 euro. But I think it's still a steal, you know, considering the price of buying single tickets every day throughout the month. So I think that's still great. And for students, you're still in luck. There's still the discount for students on the Deutschland Ticket, depending on your school's policy. Now, beginning from January, minimum wage is also set to increase from €12.41 to €12.82. This increase might not be life-changing, but I mean, every cent counts. So yes, that's good news. And the earning threshold for minimum jobs is also increasing from €538 to €556. So that's a few more euros you can earn without having to be bumped into the next tax class. And speaking of taxes, I know this is the word that sometimes makes you want to hide under your bed, but not to worry, this time around, it's good news. Germany is adjusting its tax brackets to account for inflation. So this means you're going to be paying less taxes. Good news! The tax-free allowance is increasing to €12,096 in 2025. This increases every year, of course, but in 2025, this is where we are at. To translate this in simple terms, if you're earning, for example, €20,000, it means you're only going to be paying taxes on €7,904. And for the high earners, the 42% tax bracket only kicks in at €68,431 in 2025, as against the €66,761 that it was in 2024. So if you're making bank, you get to keep a little bit more money for yourself. It's interesting to know that if you're earning 68,400 plus in Germany, you are considered a high earner. Why do I like to remind people this? It's not to limit you or to tell you to limit yourself in terms of your financial growth or what you should be able to earn financially. It's simply to remind you that you're not doing as badly as you think you are. So many people in Germany don't earn as much as this. So if you're earning, let's say you're earning slightly less than that, maybe you're earning 50,000, 40,000, bear in mind that the majority of the population earn around that. If you're earning 60,000 and above, know that you are considered a high earner in Germany. Do you understand? So this is to let you know that, to show yourself some grace while you continue to grow. I just like to always point this out every time I get the opportunity to do that. But let's get back to the topic at hand. The 45% tax bracket is still starting off at €277,876. No breaks here. These guys are the 1%. You know, 277,000 plus per annum is a lot in Germany. Now let's talk about health insurances. Germany's healthcare system is arguably one of the best in the world, but the cost of this healthcare is increasing, much like with every other thing. So this increase is now being reflected as well in the increase in health insurance. So starting in 2025, public health insurance premiums are going up by 0.8% to 2.5%, depending on your provider. And for private health insurance, brace yourself up, the premiums are going up by an average of 18%. So if you don't usually go through your payslip, this is a good time to start to do that. And if your health insurance provider has not contacted you yet, of course, I believe they will do that soon, or you will just see it reflecting in your payslip. Now, if you haven't given this video a thumbs up, this would be a good time to do so. And if you like content like this, please subscribe for more. By the way, my name is Oge, in case you don't know, and here I make English content to help you settle into life in Germany. Now, here's something actually worth celebrating. Free instant bank transfers. So gone are the days of waiting for 1 to 3 working days before your money arrives its destination, or having to pay a fee for an instant transfer. Because starting this year, banks in Germany will no longer charge for instant bank transfer. Is this not amazing? So if you have to pay your rent at the very last minute, you can do that, but I will not advise you to do that. Please, if you have bills to pay on time so that you don't have to be shocked, because technology, you cannot be too sure. You cannot 100% depend on this. It can surprise you. Don't wait for the very last minute. But then it's a good thing that we at least know that we can do instant transfers for free. Now for students, especially international students from non-EU countries, if you're planning to study in Bavaria, there's a big change. Public universities in Bavaria are no longer going to be tuition free. And Technical University Munich has decided to be the first guys to implement this law already, with tuition fees ranging from 2,000 euros to 4,000 euros, depending on the course that you're doing, the program, if it's a bachelor's program, if it's a master's program, and so on and so forth. So bear this in mind, and it's time for you to know budgeting, time to budget or to find that scholarship. And speaking of studying in Germany, I already have a video on how to apply to universities here in Germany. So if that interests you, you might want to check it out. I'll link it up in a card here and also have it in the description box. Now let's move on to something that is long overdue, and that is digital visa applications. Yes, as of January 2025, Germany is ditching the mountain of paperwork and now taking visa applications online. So no more printing endless documents or waiting on long queues or panicking because you've forgotten to print out one document or you've lost it somewhere, and things like that, since everything is now going to be online. Instead, you can now do all of this from the comfort of your couch, your pajamas, while you're with a cup of coffee, tea, or any of that good stuff. But this is not just about convenience, it's also about speed. Now, with shorter wait times and the speed in the whole process, Germany is making it easier for you to move to Germany and start your life here. However, this has not been rolled out yet in every country. So while this is now possible for some countries, it's not yet possible for others. For example, Nigeria, my beloved Nigeria, it's not yet possible to do this in Nigeria. But as soon as it's available in your country, you will now be able to go through the whole visa process online. And now the big one, federal elections on 23rd February 2025. This election is set to reflect the revolving political landscape, and trust me, it is one to watch. Will the changes make a real difference? Will it shake up the balance of power? How is all of this going to be affecting us, especially as immigrants, as foreigners here in Germany? These questions are why you can't sit on the sideline if you are eligible to vote. So review the various political parties and decide which of these parties best represents or has your best interest at heart. Now, what do you think of these changes? Excited? Nervous? Let me know in the comment section. Now, until next time, do have a fantastic day, guys. Bye.